Back at OSCON with James Urquhart. Hey James, I wanted to talk to you about a specific part of the Instradius portfolio, which is very apropos here at OSCON, is Dasein, your open source project. So, well, what is that about, and how,
Sure.
how is that going now that y'all are part of Dell?
Sure. Well, so Dasein Cloud is the infrastructure services abstraction layer that we use that allows us to operate consistently across the many different clouds that we support in the environment. And it's an open source project. You can go to dasein.org to get all the links to GitHub and to the HipChat environments and the Google Groups forums. The environment is designed as rather than just an API mapping environment like some of the other tools that are out there that people know about for multi-cloud mapping. It's designed to be an abstraction that makes operations behave very consistently across the different clouds. So that every verb is treated consistently, right? Where the verbs are the same, they're treated consistently. Where the nouns are the same, they're treated consistently, without resorting to a least common denominator approach. So where there are differentiations in the cloud, those are brought forward. And you can find out what services a cloud supports through Dasein, so that your logic can very easily make a decision about, can I port this automation from cloud A to cloud B? Are all the right pieces there? Are firewalls there? If firewalls are required, for instance. But the idea then is that literally if you write some code that runs against Dasein and runs against one of the clouds in the Dasein environment, it will run unaltered, assuming that the other cloud supports the same services against another cloud environment. And so that's a really, really big deal, and we have a great community supporting it today. We have some cloud providers that are providing their own plugins for their own clouds into the Dasein community now, and you'll see announcements actually coming out very briefly about some of that. We have a number of different organizations ranging from one of the biggest commercial software vendors, a very popular web destination, that are using Dasein in their operational toolkits to be able to build their automation in a way that it's cloud independent and will operate consistently.
So what would be, just to end with, what are the goals for the project, say, in the next year or so?
Well, a big one is to grow the community and to get people aware of it and understanding what they can do with Dasein and contributing. I believe one of the big areas that we're looking at is sort of expanding the types of services that are supported by the abstraction. Over time, we do object store, we do block store, we do servers, obviously. We're adding Glacier support as we speak, and taking advantage of some other aspects. But looking for people, and we've got firewall support, load balancer support, a number of other things in there. We're looking for people to help make sure that the abstraction is full-featured enough for the variety of different infrastructure service clouds that are out there. So that's one big area. Another big area is to really strengthen the performance and the scale of the environment. It does very well right now, but the truth of the matter is it's built right now as a Java library that usually runs as a part of single systems, not in a very distributed fashion. We definitely see the need for the ability for Dasein to participate in much more distributed environments, and also to have things like REST APIs available. And we have members of the community working on a REST API right now. We'd love to have additional developers get involved in that as well. And then support for other language bindings as well is another thing we'd like to see grow. So Python bindings are being kind of looked at and worked on by some members of the community, but there are a number, we'd love to see somebody come in and do Ruby, we'd love to see somebody come in and do PHP and a number of other things. So all those things are very, very welcome. But that's really what we're looking to do now, is to strengthen the abstraction and to strengthen the ability for the abstraction to be consumed.
Awesome. James Urquhart, thanks as always.
Thank you.